He admitted this. He text messaged all of this to all of his friends in his Discord groups. Now he won't cooperate. He's not cooperating with the police. He's being a problem. He's causing issues. He's being difficult. We don't understand. When somebody stays gone and a case finally resolves, the state usually is not who finds them. So say, for example, a case doesn't get solved or it goes cold or it does get solved. Either way, the state usually is not who will actually find the person at the end of the day. All right. So especially in these finally resolved cases, I mean, in general, what I'm trying to say is, in general, the case, when we look at something like Leonard Fristoe, the Guinness World Record for longest time as a fugitive, 46 years. He went 46 years. In 1920, in Nevada, murders Constable Arthur St. Clair and Deputy George Requa St. Clair. They die instantly. St. Clair dies instantly, and then Requa dies 2 weeks later. Life sentence. So Leonard Fristoe, Guinness World Record for longest time as a fugitive. You won't believe how this guy got turned in here. So 1920 in Nevada, murders Constable Arthur and the Deputy George Requa St. Clair, dies instantly. Requa 2 weeks later. Life sentence. 1923 though, he escapes. This is Fristoe. Let me pull open this document here. I got to get better at pulling this one up here. Where is this at? Here. Boom. Oh man, I'm working real terrible right now. This is tough. Hold on. I need like a new window or something. Never mind. Let's put it here. Okay, that's better. Boom. Copy paste. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, for the unprofessional show. Okay. Who holds the record for evading police the longest before being caught? This is Leonard Fristoe. So in 1923, he escapes in the warden's car after driving the warden to a local brothel. I could not make this shit up, dude. The guy escaped by taking the warden driving to a local brothel. Lives as Claude R. Willis, which is crazy. Okay. Lives as Claude R. Here, let me see. Where's Claude? Yeah, Claude R. Willis. So while Fristoe was sentenced to life in prison in 1920, he escaped custody in 1923 in the warden's car after driving him to a local brothel. He managed to evade capture for more than 4 decades, living under the assumed name of Claude R. Willis. But in 1969, Fristoe had an argument with his son, who then turned his father into the police. Damn, son did you dirty. Well, not really. I mean, you deserved it, right? But imagine how many people are living in this circumstance. How many people are what about this one? This was an interesting one as well. The Unabomber. 17 years, 3 dead, 23 injured in Texas. I'm sorry, what did I say in Texas? Yeah, I was finishing what I was saying about Claude R. Willis. He was gone for 4 decades, the last one. In 1969, it ends because his son turns him in. That's so crazy. Okay. The Unabomber, 17 years, says when the Unabomber was arrested, one of the longest manhunts in FBI history is finally over. This was over what, $250,000 or something like that? Over 150 agents, one of the longest and most expensive investigations in FBI history. They published the manifesto. His brother David reads it in New York and recognizes the phrasing, the arguments, the writing, and David agonizes for months before going to authorities. I mean, this is still a real washed up situation. I don't know but let me know in the chat. Do you believe that this person is the Unabomber? Can you tell me? I don't want to run a poll. Do you believe that this story is true? Just say yes or no. Yes, Unabomber. That's whole thing. If you know it, no. If you don't believe it. So that even then is kind of edited by his brother making a phone call. Whatever, it is what it is. So that's another example. What else we got? I'll give you another example. I mean, I'm going through examples that I'm showing you as I'm looking through to find who turned themselves in after doing some killing. Who is it? Who's copping on themselves? Well, let's take a look. What else do we got? There's a point to all of this, I promise. The terrifying true story of railroad killer Angel Maturino Resendez. A train-hopping serial killer, Angel Maturino Resendez, murdered up to 23 innocent people in Mexico and the United States in the late 80s and 90s. He was a railroad killer. The FBI linked him to at least 15 murders, and there was a full task force, active national manhunt. His sister worked with the Texas Ranger, Drew Carter, and encouraged her brother to give himself up. So she's saying, hey, you should give yourself up. This is his sister. But what they didn't know is that she was going to get $86,000 for helping him surrender. So you put money involved. Now everything changed. She gets, does it show the money here? I think it does, right? Let's see. 1,000. Oh, no dollar. There's no mention of money in this thing. Oh, there's got to be. Yeah, this is an interesting story. I put everything I'm covering today, I'm putting it in the description. It's already there. I think it's already there. But yeah, July 13th, 1999. Here's this picture here. Resendez, Rafael Resendez, 60,000 plus local rewards. Well, his sister got the reward. Gotcha, brother. My brother. Either that or he just turned himself in. He's like, well, screw it. At least my family's going to be rich or whatever. This is Resendez's FBI wanted poster under an alias. So he surrenders on a border bridge in El Paso and shakes the ranger's hand. It's not a capture, a brokered surrender through family. You know, that is that's a close situation. But there's 3 of the most fugitive cases in American history. You've got a son, a brother, a sister, not forensics, not the tip line, but family. And notice this because it is part of what matters today. Every one of those men was delivered by family, and not one of them was delivering a confession. The family delivered a person. What he actually did was still something that the state had to go and prove. Now, hold that, because Webb gave me the Robinson version of this, and I've known it, but it's good to have it, come up and see it, and it has a name. Type family in the chat. Now, what's interesting is after that, right after that, Tyler Robinson, 45 seconds later, responds, I would like to speak with my legal counsel. I'm hoping for a fellow in Utah named Doug Terry. 14 seconds after that, but until I've had the opportunity to speak with someone, I would like to remain silent. The interrogation never happened. Not he refused to confess. There was no interrogation to confess inside of. 74 seconds from the first word of that advisement to the invocation of his desire. So the interrogation never happened. Now, the Attorney General of the United States, the Vice President, cable, panels, night after night, told you that Tyler Robinson was not cooperating, that he would not talk. He admitted this. He text messaged all of this to all of his friends in his Discord groups, but he won't cooperate. He's not cooperating with the police. He's being a problem. He's causing issues. He's being difficult. We don't understand. He admitted it to his family. His parents turned him in. Now he's being difficult. I'm aghast. Flabbergasted. These people are idiots out there, man. They're idiots. If you believe anything that the government has told us about Charlie Kirk's assassination, you're a fool. And if you're selling it, you're an even bigger fool. I don't believe anything, hardly. The only thing I might believe, and I don't even know if I believe that, is that he's dead, Charlie Kirk. That's it. Everything else, I don't know if I believe anything anyone has shown. And even him being dead is in question for me. Now, the further along we get, it starts to split further down each pipe. I don't know. It's up to you. But he exercised his Fifth Amendment rights 45 seconds in. I mean, that's 45 seconds after they asked him about his rights. And then they sold you a Bill of Constitutional Rights as consciousness of a gift type of goods. It's all fake. They sold you constitutional right as guilty, as he's guilty, consciousness of guilt. That is not my characterization. That is the defense motion saying it in the filing. He did not refuse to cooperate. He exercised his constitutional rights, and the distinction was, I would say, intentionally lost in the media during coverage. Let me find, I asked Webb 6 things. Let me see if I can find what I asked. 6. Here, let me delete this. Yeah, here, let's do that. 6 things. Exhibit 15, surveillance video of the footage. Well, I'll just tell you because I don't want to waste more time looking through. I asked it for recorded custodial confession by the defendant. There is nothing. There is Exhibit 15, which is a surveillance video of the interview room. Agent Davis testifies that he reviewed it and it was used to confirm the video fairly and accurately is a depiction of what they say is Mr. Robinson. There's no confession that was played. There's no admission attributed to it. Signed written confession, nothing. No. Transcript of a post Miranda interrogation where he admits the offense, no, it does not exist. No interrogation even occurred. So transcript of a post Miranda interrogation it does not exist. There is no interrogation document. That's why all we have from the interrogation is this flimsy 3:47. It says 3 hours or 3 minutes or whatever it is in. There's nothing there because there's no interrogation. He didn't admit to anything. He didn't write anything down. I'm not defending him. I'm just sharing what's true. You can take this however you want, but I'm sharing with you what is actually true, not my opinion on the truth. Sometimes my opinion seeps in. Of course, it's my show. But sworn affidavits by the defendant admitting the offense? No, you don't have it? Nothing? The only affidavits in this case are law enforcement affidavits. Any document where he names a co-conspirator? No. Somehow Tyler Robinson has no desire to name Lance Twiggs in anything. Does anyone else know outside of your circle? No. How to come Lance Twiggs is giving all the information that we have on you, bro? Oh, Lance Twiggs, I don't know. I don't know if what? It's the polar opposite. It's like Tyler Robinson and Lance Twiggs. Think about like what is happening here. Your lover, your boyfriend, whatever, your partner is snitching on you for a murder. And they didn't even have to, unless they got caught. We don't know. And then they're kind of half-assed doing it anyways. It's not real, actually, not even in court. He's not under testimony of like oath. And then he doesn't even fully identify you, but he's still trying to write you as the one who killed him. Imagine the person you were living with and that you had sex with, gay sex, furry sex, allegedly. That person that was without getting too graphic, was laying with you, not just with you, but other things. And now they're saying that you murdered somebody. And they're the ones, that person, imagine, just put yourself in that position. Say the person you're dating right now, or you're together with, you're sleeping with, you're mating with, or married to, whatever, you're younger, whatever. And then they're the ones giving police information of killing Charlie Kirk. Imagine your significant other is the one working as the prime person, what looks to be a frame job for you of a murder of Charlie Kirk. Holy shit. I'd be beside myself. No plea of guilt of any kind.